There will be 6 giants of the seas to set off from Brest, with a solitary skipper on board, who will attempt to complete a circumnavigation of the world from west to east, via the 3 capes, Good Hope, Leeuwin and Horn. A human and technological challenge carried by the sailors of the Ultim 32.23 class, accompanied by their shipowners and partners. Some of them have already completed the journey in a multihull and single-handed: Francis Joyon, Dame Ellen MacArthur, Thomas Coville, François Gabart, notably as part of solo round-the-world record sailing campaigns. But no one has ever done it in a race. This is your weekly global sailing highlights show, The World on Water, for the week ending December 22nd, 2023. Action-packed and filled with unexpected turns, Day 4 of the 2023 World Match Race Tour Final in Shenzhen, China, saw the emergence of the Final 4. The conclusion of the last 2 flights of the round-robin phase set the stage for the top 8 to progress to the quarterfinals. Among them, New Zealand's Megan Thompson clinched the final spot in the top 8.
The light air of previous days at the 2023 World Match Racing Tour Final in Shenzhen, China, was replaced with a stiff 20-plus knots and a gray sky, setting the scene for a dramatic day of quarter-final knockout action. After the last of the 8 qualifiers was decided, the winner of the round-robin, Sweden's Björn Hansen, had first pick of his opponent and selected New Zealand's Megan Thompson.
Can you please make a choice for the quarterfinals?
Is this the ranking or is it
This is the rank.
Hi, Megan. If we were 8. We decided already yesterday that we should pick the one ending up 8th in the round robin, and now it showed out to be Megan and her team.
Into the quarterfinals, with Erik Maiden from Switzerland, who had finished second in the round-robin series with 8 points, selecting Johnny Berntsen from Sweden as his opponent, while perhaps a surprise for some, as Britain's Ian Williams chose world number 1 Chris Poole from the USA, thus leaving the final pair of Nick Egnott-Johnson from New Zealand against Gavin Brady representing USA. In the Berntsen-Mannen contest, it took only 2 matches to decide who would advance to the semi-finals, with the Swedes dominating from start to finish, continuing a remarkable run of results here in the city of Shenzhen that has seen them recover from near elimination in the round-robin series to now reach the semi-final stage, an astonishing performance. As expected, however, it was a fiery battle between Poole and Williams. These 2 super experienced teams have faced off countless times before on the tour, and they did not disappoint in the strengthening wind, with penalties and overtaking moves. With the pair tied at 1 win each, it all came down to the 3rd and final deciding match, which was a cat and mouse chase all the way around the racetrack. On the final run to the finish, Williams was able to escape Poole's grasp and clinch a place in the semifinals.
It was a crazy quarter-final. We won 2 races and he won 1, I guess is the difference. In the end, anybody could have won. Honestly, my mind's blown. It's just been so many decisions today. Non-stop decisions, most of them wrong, but fortunately we got some right and it came good at the end.
But the shock of the day was the Bjørn Hansen-Megan Thompson match. Hansen was undone by the Kiwi skipper, 1 win each. Then in the final match, an incident around the mark led to a dropped spinnaker on the Swedish boat, a nasty tangled kite around the keel, and a sensational win for Thompson, who becomes the first female skipper to reach an Open World Championship semi-final in the World Match Racing Tour history.
Yeah, it was a pretty tight quarters. We lost the first one by quite a long way actually, and then the second match was super tight. They got a penalty at the top mark, and that kind of gave it to us towards the end. We managed to sail away from them, and then the third one it was all on that the last couple of beats.
The final pairing of Nick Egnott-Johnson from New Zealand and Gavin Brady of the USA sailed late in the day, and it was another masterful display. Gavin Brady eclipsing the Kiwi team in the gusty winds, taking a 2-0 victory.
Really relieved actually, because I thought this was going to be a really tough match. I mean, he won the World Championships last year for a good reason, but went our way. The guys did a fantastic job. I kind of felt we had a small speed edge. Don't know where it came from, but I think just something we've been working on all week. So that was sort of feels good going into the finals or semis with speed.
It was a day of contrasting fortunes, but sets up a tantalizing battle tomorrow, the final day, where the 2023 World Match Racing Tour champion will be crowned here in Shenzhen.
Over 400 athletes from 62 nations, all aged 19 and under, participated in the championship on the Manguinhos, Branca, and Feia courses. The ICAB and Buzios Sailing Club hosted the event. Brazilian sailors Joana Goncalves and Gabriela Vassal placed Brazilian sailing back at the top of the podium in another high-level international competition. This Friday 15th, the duo from the Rio de Janeiro Yacht Club secured the gold medal in the 420 class at the 52nd edition of the Youth Sailing World Championships held in Buzios, Brazil, with a dominant campaign marked by consistency.
Incredible. The wind was very nice and we did a great job today, so yeah, we are very happy. The championship was amazing.
We are super happy to win this World Championship. We trained with this goal.
Really happy, this World Champion, perfect, Brazil.
We're so grateful for everything, for every tips from our coaches, for our parents, for the support.
At this event it's so special to represent your country on your own, so it's really nice to have the Dutch flag here with me.
Sharon Cantor and current world champion Luke van op Zeeland won the IQFoil 37 event. A great warm-up for the World Championship, which will be held in January as part of the Lanzarote International Regatta. The event, which is an important regatta on the Olympic windsurfing circuit, was organized by Marina Rubicon for the second time this season.
Welcome to the last day of the 7th IQFoil game here in Marina Rubicon, Lanzarote. Today is medal races. The top 10 sailor will be fighting on the water to know who is going to win the 7th IQFoil games. I felt really good, and I passed Omar in the middle of the race. I really liked the conditions, and it was so super interesting, and I'm really happy that I won.
Without a doubt, the most iconic finish in Leg 2 of the Ocean Globe race was reserved for Maiden and her female crew, skippered by the well-respected skipper, Heather Thomas. They crossed the line at 7 hours 39 minutes and 1 seconds, on the 14th of December after 38 days of sailing from Cape Town. They were joined by Steinlager 2 and Lion New Zealand, as they sailed towards the Royal New Zealand Yacht Squadron. All three yachts sailed into Auckland in the 1989 race. In 1989, Steinlager 2, skippered by Sir Peter Blake, was the only yacht ever to win all legs in a Whitbread race. Maiden finished second in her class and was the winner in Division D on 2 out of 6 individual legs of the race, including the longest leg, the 7,260-mile leg in the Southern Ocean, the best finish by a British boat for 17 years. Tracy Edwards, MBE skipper of Maiden in 1989, was impressed and happy. She said of the latest Maiden, "I am so incredibly proud of this extraordinary crew of Maiden. They have done us proud. To see them cross the finish line escorted by Steinlager was so emotional. Of course, Maiden and Steinlager both won in their class over the line 34 years ago in the 1989-90 Whitbread, and Lion New Zealand being there as well was incredible. I now know how my mum felt. As she would say, I am so proud I could burst." Tracy Edwards, MBE and title sponsor of the current Maiden Factor World Tour, DP World, the global logistics leader, were delighted to announce last year that the iconic yacht Maiden and her all-female crew would enter the 2023 Ocean Globe race. Maiden would have to take a break from her world tour, which began in September 2021, and having covered nearly 30,000 nautical miles, visiting 20 destinations, and engaging with schools, charities and organizations, as part of her mission to educate, empower, and elevate girls, increasing their life and career choices, and also raising money to fund girls' educational projects around the world. The Ocean Globe race is to provide a great opportunity to amplify Maiden's mission and the importance of educating all girls for better futures for all. Maiden, who left their world tour in Cape Town and sailed back to the UK for final preparations for the September 2023 start, once again with a young female skipper and crew of up-and-coming female sailors from around the world, who will no doubt inspire another generation of women and girls to follow their dreams. In 1989, Tracy Edwards skippered the first all-female crew in the Whitbread Round the World Yacht Race, becoming the first woman to receive the Yachtsman of the Year trophy. At 11 a.m. on September 2, 1989, Maiden approached the start line for the Whitbread Round the World race. They set off among the 22-strong fleet to begin the first leg to Uruguay, ultimately placing third in their class. Although the girls were disappointed, the yachting press was astonished by their accomplishment. After a 3-week stopover, Maiden embarked on the 7,300-mile marathon from Uruguay to Australia. They opted for a southern route and faced numerous challenges, including icebergs, freezing temperatures, frostbite, contaminated gas, and a 9-day satellite signal outage. During the journey, 2 sailors from competitor yachts Creighton's fell overboard, with one, Anthony Phillips, unable to be revived. Dr. Claire Russell stayed on Maiden's radio for 2 days, providing guidance on how to keep the other man, Bart van den Dwee, alive. Despite the treacherous conditions, Maiden arrived in Perth, Australia, 10 days ahead of its nearest competitor and earned the Beefeater Trophy. They then made a short 14-day journey to New Zealand, winning that leg and extending their overall lead to 28 hours. Maiden underwent repairs and maintenance in New Zealand before setting off on the next Southern Ocean leg, around Cape Horn to Uruguay. Although the leg was difficult, the team persevered and arrived in Uruguay, where their godmother, the Duchess of York, welcomed them. The leg to Fort Lauderdale in Florida was not without its challenges, with Maiden finishing in third place. Maiden embarked on its final leg to Southampton, surviving a tornado and the last 5 days without food, and arrived home to a hero's welcome. They secured second place overall in their class, the best result for a British boat in 17 years, and remain unbeaten to this day. Tracy and her team faced formidable obstacles, including opposition and sexism, but still managed to secure victory in 2 of the most grueling legs of the course, ultimately placing second overall. This achievement marked a turning point for the sailing community, creating new opportunities for female competitors. In recognition of her remarkable accomplishments, Tracy was awarded an MBE and became the first woman to receive the prestigious Yachtsman of the Year trophy.
Who runs the world?
Extremely well. So how are you feeling now?
Very good, very good. Yeah. I think we came back pretty quickly. I
You
initially
nearly beat us at the line. Jeepers. You were flying. Yeah.
I thought we'd take a little longer, but no.
Yeah.
I think the journey went pretty quickly and it was pretty exciting. Yeah.
Yep. So what was the highlight for this leg? Like for you?
We had a 40 knot wind once, and just big waves, like 5-meter waves and stuff, and that was pretty exciting. And how the team handled it, it's amazing.
So how did the team handle it?
Very well. For me, it was amazing to see everyone handle it so beautifully. Like the expertise.
Yeah.
That
you're getting legs now, as in it's expression. You got legs when you've got all the experience.
And all the talent is coming out to gracefully take.
Absolutely. I was really feeling for you when you got hung up in that high, and started to lose ground against the other three at the front. You were doing so well. But anyway, that's yacht racing.
Yeah, things happen. Yeah.
So you're looking forward to
leg
3?
It's a great equalizer sailing.
Absolutely. So you're looking forward to Cape Horn and all the rest of it?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Yeah? You think you're ready for it?
Totally.
Britain's Ian Williams has clinched his 7th match racing world championship title with his China 1 Ningbo team of John Gunderson, Richard Sydenham, and Gerard Mitchell.
The 2023 World Match Racing Tour Final in Shenzhen, China reached the final day with just 4 teams left to battle for the $50,000 first place prize. 6-time Tour champion Ian Williams from the UK chose to race against New Zealand's Megan Thompson, who was looking to become the first female skipper to ever win the title. That left a battle between 2 hugely experienced teams, Johnny Bernson from Sweden and Gavin Brady for USA, neither of whom have won the championship. With wind around 6 knots, the semifinals began with full intensity. The first 2 matches tied in the Williams-Thompson battle, but only after Thompson's crew hit the windward mark due to a lack of wind, thus incurring a penalty. But Gavin Brady and his team raced to a 2-0 lead and the brink of the finals. In this first to 3 wins contest, match 3 was pivotal. A collision on the finish line saw Thompson black flagged, handing the advantage to Williams. Meanwhile, Bernson clawed his way back to score his first point, thus both head into a 4th match. Despite Thompson's best efforts, the Williams juggernaut was unstoppable, securing the vital 3rd win, as did Gavin Brady, who left the Swedish team a long way behind.
Well, I've come second in the World Match Racing Tour twice back in the day, so it would be a little frustrating to come second again, but it's a privilege to be in the final, especially against someone like Ian. I think both teams have got nothing to lose. Hopefully we'll see some really good quality match racing.
We're racing Gavin Brady. He's one of the skippers who's even older than me. So hopefully we'll beat him with youthful exuberance and aggression.
That set up a tantalizing finale for the 2023 championship title, Ian Williams vying to become the first skipper to win the coveted trophy 7 times. The opening match saw a close start, but Brady read the shifts well on the second lap to open a 40-second lead over Williams, and was able to cruise home without any pressure to put his mark on the scoreboard. In match 2, Williams fought back to level the score, and in match 3, Williams won a tight battle around the final windward mark to take the lead on 2 points. Meanwhile, in the petite final, Johnny Berntsen from Sweden finished 4th after another skilled display from New Zealand's Megan Thompson, who took 3rd place, becoming the first female skipper to ever make a podium position in the history of the match racing world tour.
The result's more than we could have hoped for, and so just happy to be here and finish the way we did. You know, you're always learning every event, and hopefully we can build upon this and come back to whatever's next stronger.
In the 4th match of the final, approaching the windward mark on the first lap, Williams read the shifts perfectly and crossed ahead, rounding with a 12-second lead. And, using their many years of collective knowledge and experience, the team held the lead with an almost perfect race, winning their 3rd race and securing the World Championship title. It was bittersweet for Brady after a long break away from the tour.
You don't get many chances to win a World Championship like this. Kind of feel, well, where can I take it from here? Can I keep doing this and have another shot at it, or say, hey, it was being fun? But couldn't have wished to sail against a better team in the final. Feel happy to be in the final, but still a little disappointed.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's been a long time coming, actually. When was it? 2016 was the last world title for us, so we battled away. We've never stopped trying, and it's just fantastic with these guys to come here and win the 7th one.
A glittering awards ceremony was a fitting climax to the 2023 Match Racing World Tour. The prize money checks awarded to the top 3, and then another moment in history as Ian Williams is handed the World Championship trophy for a record 7th time. An incredible achievement, matching a superb first-time event at the Shenzhen Baoan Cup in China, which brings the 2023 World Match Racing Tour to a close in sensational style.
On the first day of the Foil Academy International Trophy, part of the Next Generation Foil Academy project powered by Luna Rossa, the absence of wind was the defining feature. Due to this, the initial races of the WASP discipline were not held.
We are here today in the first day of regattas, waiting for the wind. We expect there won't be wind today, but we hope tomorrow and the next days we'll have an amazing wind, as it shows in the forecast. I think in this regatta, as we are sailing in the port, it's a short and little course, so it's going to be a technical regatta.